The arena of Sector 7 hummed with anticipation as thousands of spectators filled the crystalline viewing platforms. Kylie stood in the center of the combat ring. Her muscular frame relaxed despite the hostile energy radiating from the crowd. She was human, a species from Earth, what the galactic community had dubbed a Deathworld. And tonight, she would prove exactly what that meant. William, the reigning champion of the Crexian fighting circuit, circled her with predatory confidence. His forearms flexed menacingly, each one capable of crushing steel. His exoskeleton gleamed under the harsh arena lights, a testament to his species' natural armor. He had defeated warriors from 73 different worlds. Tonight would be 74. "You're small," William hissed, his translator converting his clicks and growls into standard galactic. "Even for a human. This will be disappointing." Kylie didn't respond. She had learned long ago that words meant nothing in places like this. The galaxy saw humans as curiosities, soft-skinned creatures from a planet so hostile that it had forged them into something the universe wasn't prepared for. High gravity, aggressive predators, diseases that would devastate other worlds. Humans had evolved in hell, and they had learned to thrive there. "I expected better," William continued, playing to the crowd. "I demanded a real fight. Instead, they send me this fragile thing." The referee, a floating AI construct, signaled the start of the match. William lunged immediately, all forearms reaching for Kylie with blinding speed. To the crowd, it looked like certain victory. The human would be crushed in seconds. Kylie moved, her body dropped low, muscles responding with the explosive power that came from evolving under Earth's punishing gravity. William's grasping hands found only air. Before he could process what had happened, Kylie's fist connected with the weak point just below his primary chest plate, a spot she had identified within the first 3 seconds of the match. The impact was devastating. Humans had evolved to throw punches, to deliver kinetic force in ways that most species simply couldn't comprehend. Combined with her training and the natural advantage of her Deathworld physiology, the strike carried enough power to crack William's supposedly impenetrable armor. He staggered backward, shock replacing his confidence. Impossible. Kylie didn't give him time to finish. Her legs swept out, leveraging the superior flexibility and joint range that human anatomy provided. William's balance failed, another advantage Kylie possessed. Humans had evolved for persistence hunting, for endurance, for fighting in ways that other species found utterly alien. William crashed to the ground. Before he could recover, Kylie was on him. Her arm locked around his primary breathing passage, applying pressure with surgical precision. She had studied Crexian anatomy for exactly 3 minutes before the match. That was all she needed. "You wanted a real fight," Kylie whispered, close to his auditory organ. "But you don't understand what that means. On Earth, everything fights. The weather fights us. The bacteria fight us. The gravity itself fights us. We don't just survive, we adapt. We overcome, we win." William tapped out frantically. The match had lasted exactly 7 seconds. The arena fell silent. Then, chaos erupted. The crowd couldn't believe what they had witnessed. The undefeated champion, brought down by a human in less than 10 seconds. It defied everything they knew about combat, about physiology, about the natural order of the galaxy. Kylie released William and stood, offering him a hand. It was a human gesture. Honorable combat didn't require hatred. William stared at the extended hand for a long moment before accepting it. She pulled him to his feet with an ease that made his eyes widen further. The strength in her compact frame was absurd by galactic standards. "How?" William asked, his pride shattered, but his curiosity genuine. "I've studied human physiology. You shouldn't be capable of this. That's your first mistake," Kylie replied, her voice calm. "You studied what humans are, not what we've survived. Earth didn't just make us strong, it made us adaptable. We can process information faster because our predators were faster. We can endure longer because our prey could run for days. We can think tactically because everything on our world was trying to kill us." She pointed to the crowd, where beings from 100 different species watched in stunned silence. Most of them evolved on paradise worlds. Stable climates, abundant food, gentle gravity. They're products of kindness. She tapped her chest. "We're products of war. A war we've been fighting since before we could walk upright. William flexed his damaged chest plate, already healing but still tender. Your species is terrifying. No, Kylie corrected. We're survivors. There's a difference. She glanced at the arena officials, who were frantically trying to process what had just happened. Your officials demanded I fight at full capacity. They wanted to see what a Deathworld human could do. Well, now they know. The crowd's roar finally penetrated the arena, a mixture of shock, fear, and newfound respect. Betting pools were in chaos. Champions from other circuits were suddenly reconsidering their challenges. The paradigm had shifted in 7 seconds. William straightened, regaining some of his composure. I underestimated you. I won't make that mistake again. Good, Kylie said, a slight smile crossing her face. Because Earth is full of humans like me. Some are even better. Imagine what happens when we really try. As she walked out of the arena, Kylie couldn't help but think about the blue planet that had forged humanity in fire and pressure. The galaxy was learning a lesson that Earth had taught billions of years ago. The strongest weapons weren't always the biggest or the most armored. Sometimes they were the ones that refused to quit, that adapted to anything, that turned every disadvantage into fuel. William had demanded a real fight. He had gotten exactly that and discovered that when it came to Deathworld humans, real was a standard the galaxy wasn't ready for.